Hello and welcome to another Sprues and Brews unboxing. Today the General's Handbook 2019 is out and we're having a quick look at the Warlord Edition. Comes with the standard book, then also some nice cool extra contents. So first of all, it comes in a really nicely presented box with all your goodies in, with the icon off the front of the book on it. We have a nosy inside at what we get inside. So yeah, there is an absolute stack of stuff in here in addition to the book. So if we take these out, we'll have a look what we get. So first of all, we've got the book itself, exactly the same as the one you get in the standard edition, with all the goodness in there. You get the points, which are in a separate book this time, so that's really handy. And the actual General's Handbook with all the new contents in. I quite like how they've split the two books this time, because let's face it, this one you'll keep on your shelf, where this is fairly disposable. You'll get a new one each year. We'll have a look at those separately in a kind of a review of the book itself. For this, we're going to have a look at all the cool stuff that you get in the Warlord Edition. So first of all, we get, as ever, a nice little card sheet with all the tokens, objective markers, star strike markers. We get markers for each of the new terrain features. Now, I'd have quite liked them to put the name of the terrain feature on, because no way am I going to remember which of these icons relates to which terrain feature. And I'd really like them to do that next time, because it's just so much easier during the game. Command point markers, battle shock, rulers, mystic shield, all the stuff you need for a game of Age of Sigmar. So these are really handy. I use these 9-inch markers all the time for summoning and deep striking and the like, so that's really nice to have. We then get a load of different packs of cards. Now these feature a lot of the new stuff out of the new General's Handbook, so let's have a look what we've got inside. So the biggest of these has got a load of battle plans in it. So we've got each of the new battle plans, we've got some of the narrative missions, we've got all of the new 2019 ones, which is really cool. So for people who like to have a card down on the table showing the layout and the missions, you don't have to carry around your book with you. These are going to be really handy for like tournaments and events and stuff. So yeah, really glad we've got all these. In the next biggest sleeve of cards, we have got, if they try to slide out of the book, Scenery War Scrolls. So I believe these are going to cover the majority of the Games Workshop kits, which is really nice. So you've got on hand all the different War Scrolls for pretty much, I think, every piece of scenery that they currently produce, which is a really nice touch. Goodness, it's all wood. Yeah, this is really cool. So it looks like it doesn't have the new ones from Forbidden Power. They are in that box, but all the other ones are here. It's really cool to have all those, so you can refer to them during the game. We also get a pack of the new scenery layout cards, so you can randomly shuffle these to get your major and minor pieces of scenery down in a predetermined position, which is going to be handy for some people. In this same deck, we also get our Arcane Objectives. So this is something new from the General's Handbook. Objective markers that give additional effects, benefits. I think some of them have penalties as well. But yeah, all of them there in handy card format again. Just makes it a lot easier to play the game having these kind of down for reference rather than having to flick through the book. So that is really cool. So the next set of cards have got the Triumphs. So these are kind of secondary, the Triumphs, if you have a points limit under your opponent, you now get to randomly draw one of these. And I believe there's a few new ones in here as well compared to the ones that we had in the core rules. All of the mercenary companies are represented in here as well. So yeah, these are going to be really handy for your mercenary factions. Intrigued on what we can take here, so I'm looking forward to having a proper flick through and seeing what kind of mercenary companies you can take, because that could add some interesting allies to some of your games. You also get the hidden agendas. and these have got a few more since originally seen. And these are basically secondary objectives that you can use for tiebreakers and the like in tournaments. So again, really handy having the cards, so you can keep hold of that and remind yourself of what your hidden agenda is during the battle. One of the other cool new things that we have in the General's Handbook is army generation. So you can essentially draft a random army using these cards. You'll have a certain number of force points that you can have to represent your army, and then you'll keep drawing cards and it will tell you what you can take. Now the Horde, Regular, etc. is all listed in the General's Handbook, and basically it just determines how many models you can have in those units. But yeah, this looks really fun. I'm looking forward to trying out this and putting together a random army and seeing how they go. I think you could definitely have some fun with these, so I'm really impressed that there's a deck of these cards in the box as well. And the final deck of cards is all about close quarters combat. So these have got all the twists, we've got our sudden death scenarios, the ruses, objectives, and the randomly generated maps. So these are going to be really fun to quickly put together some games in a dense city fight environment. So yeah, these are going to be really cool. So yeah, there's loads and loads of extra goodies in the Warlord Edition. I think they're still available on the Games Workshop website, so if you do want these for reference for the cards and extra bits and bobs, I definitely recommend picking it up. But yeah, it looks really good. I've picked up a couple of the Warlord editions of the General's Handbook. I definitely think they're worth it for the extra bits that you get. Definitely handy if you're playing tournaments and stuff as well, for all the cards that you can take along with you. But yeah, so we'll be doing a separate review of the General's Handbook itself and the new scenarios and have a look at the points changes and stuff. But yeah, just wanted to get out there a little video on what you get in the Warlord Edition. So until next time, see you later.